Dear future Hujjaj, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Ali Hassan and thank you once again for joining another fantastic episode of a series on Hajj, exclusively by Saphir TV. We've titled it Hajj, a journey of a lifetime. And indeed, it's titled very aptly. Let's get straight to the point. We need to speak to our Hajj expert about what to do in Mina. I understand. First of all, Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
I understand Mina, we already said there's lots of things to do, but you can even leave Mina, come back. It's just that something you cannot get away with. You have to either stay there, you have to go and then come back. You've already mentioned we've done quite a few things there. Some who are able and capable, they go, they do the Tawaf al-Hajj, they complete it, they do Tawaf al-Nisa. But if they cannot, they remain in Mina. What do they do in Mina if they decide to remain, and where? Do they have a hotel?
Mina is an interesting place. Interesting in the sense that the way people stay in Makkah is not the way they stay in Mina.
Okay.
Why? It's because of the tents. So if we can call Mina as the
camping ground,
the tent city, maybe something like that.
I like that.
It is like that. And actually for some people who are, not good with their geography, sometimes it's easy to get lost.
Wow.
Because places, they look the same.
How many people are there at one time? Normal.
More than 2 million.
That's a lot of tents as well.
A lot of tents. That's why the question, where do they stay? It's important. Each and every country, they have assigned where to stay.
Right. Oh, it's country by country.
Country by country and continents by continents.
Okay.
So the people who stay, we can say, in the farthest places are the people from Europe, America, Australia, and these kind of countries. So once you go, you throw your shaitan, the pebbles to the shaitan, then you have to go back. So the walking distance is too much. It may take 1 hour. It may take maybe 1 hour and a half.
Sorry, go back to where?
To your tent.
To your tent. Okay,
yes.
So your so-called accommodation, your
exactly.
Airbnb/tent.
And this tent, you will stay on the 10th, 11th, and 12th, and then you leave.
Okay, you stay there for 11th and 12th. Are you allowed a mattress?
Yes, you are allowed. Actually,
how do you carry a mattress though?
No. These tents are the tents where when you pay for Hajj expenses, these tents are included. And the mattresses are included. And the bathrooms which are there, everything is included.
So depending on the package.
Exactly.
Will you get like a luxurious tent?
Oh, yes. There are people who live in the tents. It's like they are in a hotel.
Wow.
And also the services they get are different compared to others. And actually, those who, according to their packages, the package is the highest package, they stay even closer to Jamarat, where you go and throw pebbles to shaitan.
Obviously, that makes things a lot easier logistically.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that. You've mentioned that we have to go back and throw more pebbles at the shaitan. Why again?
Right. So now we have finished the 10th day, which is the day of Eid.
Yes.
The 11th day, you come back again after sunrise.
After sunrise.
After sunrise, you have to come to throw the pebbles now to 3 shaitan, to 3 walls which symbolize shaitan.
Sure.
So you start with the smaller, then the medium or middle, and then the biggest one which you did on the 10th day.
Same number of pebbles?
Exactly. So you start with the small one, 7, you go to the middle one, 7, and you go to the biggest one, 7 pebbles. Exactly the same. Make sure you hit the target and make sure you follow all the etiquettes of not losing a stone. If you lose the pebble, you have to borrow and complete the 7th. Okay. So once you have done the 3, this is the 11th, you are done for the day.
Sure.
You can go relax, you can go make phone calls to your families.
Okay.
You can recite the Holy Quran at your tent,
a bit more relaxed
A bit more
atmosphere.
relaxed, exactly.
Even though some of those individuals or those groups of people have not yet done the Hajj, Tawaf al-Hajj and
And Tawaf
Tawaf
al-Nisa.
but you can kind of
Exactly.
chilled out atmosphere.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. I noticed there that you mentioned timing of the day after
Yeah.
sunrise, but previously on the day of Eid, when it came down to throwing the pebbles, you didn't
Yeah.
necessarily mention that. So timing is crucial.
Timing is very crucial, especially on the 11th day. So you come, you throw the pebbles after sunrise. You are allowed to continue until midnight.
Okay.
So you can continue from sunrise to midnight. So when we say this, it's up to you. You can come just immediately after sunrise. You can come, let's say, after Dhuhr. You can come during Asr time. You can come during Maghrib time. You have the room for you to throw pebbles to the shaitan on that day.
Is that it? We don't get another haircut on the 11th?
No, haircut is done only in one day, the
Okay.
day of Hajj, the day of Eid.
So the 11th of Zulhijjah is a very chilled out day.
Indeed.
Quite relaxed.
Yeah.
Okay. And especially what you've gone through already as a Haji or Hujjaj.
Yeah, and you do need that.
You do
need to rest. You do need to sleep. You need the energy for the following day, because there will be a lot for you to do when you come back.
Oh, there's still a lot to do. I just thought there was still Hajj, Tawaf al-Hajj and Tawaf al-Nisa
For those who have not done those two, so it's a lot for them.
Oh, there's still more.
For those who haven't done the two tawaf.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I locked this down in my brain. That
Yeah.
all was what you had to do. Either you could do it on the Eid day or you could do it on the 11th day. You just go, you do your Tawaf al-Hajj, you do your Tawaf al-Nisa, and I thought you were done and dusted, but you've just said we need a few more episodes, which is absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Let's say, okay, so here's the situation. Let's say I feel empowered now. Obviously, I have like close access to a Shaykh like yourself, who's an Hajj expert, and I can rewatch these videos, and I highly recommend that you guys do. Create a watch list. And what if I feel empowered that I know all the rituals of Hajj, and I see someone near me, beside me, in front, behind me, and they're not doing it correctly? Do I go ahead? I mean, what is the ruling? Am I going to stop them, say, hey, buddy, you're doing it wrong. Let me fix it for you. Or do I just remain quiet?
It's not your obligation, first of all, to correct someone who has done a mistake.
Okay.
And it depends with people. Some of them may find it like offensive. Some other people who can take it easily, they will take it easily. They may not worry. So it's not your obligation. The obligation is on the Shaykh or the Alim Deen who takes the caravan. He's the head of the caravan.
Sure.
This is his obligation. So yes, he can talk to the people who have done the mistake. He can ask them. He can have a session to talk to people to find out how did they do it, because the penalties of doing a mistake intentionally, the penalties are big.
Grave, yeah.
Yeah, so that's why the Shaykh, the Maulana, the Alim Deen can have those sessions with people.
So the leader of the group, just like how you listed all the different titles of these
Yeah.
types of leaders, are they meant to, are they supposed to review and watch their group members and be like, is he or she doing it correctly? Or do they just, if they happen to see it, they'll go and correct them? What is their responsibility?
Their responsibility is when, before you reach at any, if I can use the word station, Arafat, Muzdalifah, Mina, you need to make sure you explain to the Hujjaj what is their obligation.
Okay.
So now we are in Mina, the 11th day. So you have to call the people, explain to them, today your obligation is to make sure you go, you throw pebbles to 3 shaitan. Start with the middle one, the second one is medium, and the third one is the biggest shaitan. So you have to show them. And the good thing is, normally the leaders, they go with their group.
Sure.
They stand aside, they show them. That is the small shaitan. We are going to throw it. Make sure if you have made mistake, come to me. We will correct the mistake while we are here. So this is what normally they do. And after, they may double check if everything was done correctly, and if there is a mistake, should be corrected there and there.
Thank you for that. Now, that's the responsibility of the Shaykh, the Hajj specialist, etc. But what if a normal Haji? Could they take upon that role? Should they? Should they refrain from doing such a thing and just focus on their Hajj only?
I can say yes, to be on the safe side, focus on your Hajj. Leave what is for Hajj specialists to do it, because someone may find it easy, but he may do mistakes himself. So we need to be aware of that.
Okay, so I have a question here that I'd like to ask you. So is it possible for a woman to delay stoning time, the time of stoning, on the 11th or till the 11th and 12th day? I don't know why specifically women. I'm hoping that you'd answer that there's a certain requirement or condition there.
Yeah, women are allowed. For them,
Okay.
there is, I can say, relaxation in terms of the laws here.
Okay.
So they can delay the times. They even can do it before the timing of stoning.
Which was after sunrise.
After sunrise, they can do it before.
Early morning, they can wake up for Fajr, finish the Fajr.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, it's just a bit leniency for women.
Exactly.
Just because. That's it. Okay, that's interesting. But another question, and if a pilgrim stoned the jamarat, is that the big shaitan? Or just multiple?
No, just any
shaitan. It's called jamarat. Okay. In the wrong order, because you said it again and again, it has to be this order. So what if somebody does it in the wrong order? Do they have to repeat the entire ritual?
They have to repeat the entire stoning.
Just the stoning?
The stoning.
Okay.
Because they are there, they have done other rituals correctly, but now they are here. They have to start with the small, the middle, and the biggest shaitan. But if they did it the other way around, they have to correct the mistake by doing again sequentially. Okay. Because according to the rules, you have to start with the small, the medium, and the biggest shaitan.
How long does that particular activity take, by the way? I don't know, because I've never been.
Sure, it depends with the traffic.
Again,
if the traffic is easy, you can do that within, I can say, maybe 15 minutes.
Okay, from start to finish?
From start to finish. Okay. Because they are all in one particular section. So you can finish the small, you come to the medium or middle, and you can go to the biggest one.
Is there like a queue that is formed, a line that is formed until you get close enough for the actual spot where you need to begin? Or how does...
No, there's no any queue.
Okay.
It is, if I can say, it depends with how fast you are, okay, how easier for you to reach the target. And sometimes, yes, authority may block, for example, some people not to go this way, you have to go that way.
Sure.
So it depends. When I'm saying 15 minutes, it depends. It could be 20 minutes, it could be half an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, it varies in a lot of different circumstances surrounding that situation.
Exactly.
That was key. I should have picked up on that. What if someone, a pilgrim, is not able to stay in Mina for the 11th or 12th? I'm taking there are some exceptions there.
Sure. Yeah, there are some exceptions. First of all, when we say you have to stay in Mina for the 11th and 12th, you have option. If you want to stay in Makkah, you are allowed when you go Makkah, for example, for Tawaf of Hajj, and if you want to do Tawaf Nisa on the same day, you can do that. You are allowed to go to stay at your hotel. However, make sure you do ibadah there.
Okay.
Don't just go say, I don't want to stay in a tent, I want to stay in a hotel in Makkah, so I'll just go and stay in Makkah for the whole 2 days. No, you're not allowed that. Okay. Because according to the rituals, you have to stay either in Mina or come to Makkah, do what you want to do.
Then go back.
Then go back. Or you can stay in your hotel, read Quran, read Adhkar, do other kinds of ibadat, so that you are counted as if you are one of the people who are doing the rituals on that day.
Okay, so there's some flexibility there.
Yes.
Let's say you're in Mina. We've talked about the tents, the sizes, and the luxurious nature of some of these tents. What if you just wanted to gaze at the stars and sleep outside on, I don't know, rocks or
Yeah.
nature. Like,
Yeah.
is somebody going to come and say, no, hey, you're not allowed there. You need to go in your tent?
Okay. Authority here, sometimes they may ask you not to stand in one particular place after you have done your stoning.
Okay.
Authority may come and say, okay, oh Hajj, your pilgrims, please move, go back to your tents. Because why? For security reasons,
Right.
for safety reasons.
Sure.
If we remember, sometimes there are accidents which may happen because of the volume of people.
Of course.
Stampede may happen.
Sure.
So you need to follow and listen to whatever the authority may say.
Makes complete sense to me. You need a governing body to handle such a large crowd.
Yeah.
Shaykh, thank you so much. That's the end of this episode. But there's, of course, many more, as you've reminded us of. Ladies and gentlemen, and especially ladies, my sisters, this next episode is all about you. So please do join us and stay tuned. Until we meet again, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.